and just keep working it. 10 times better, right? And we're gonna work on the other side. Hey you guys, it's Amber. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's get started. We're gonna do a little bit of contouring. I'm using very simple products that you can pick up today, even if you don't have them in your makeup bag. But we're gonna go ahead and start with how to contour for your face, rules to follow so you don't look muddy, yucky, and messy, okay? All right, but let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Don't leave my channel until you do that, as we are in a growing phase. And yeah, let's get into getting cute together. Let's go. I do have the e.l.f. product. This is the Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour in medium is what I'm going to be using for my skin tone. And I'm like a medium to deep. I tan very well, have a lot of melanin in my skin. So, and if you didn't know, I have Lumbee Indian in me. That is my dad's, what would you call it? Anyways, yes, biological father. No longer. Whole story. There's a podcast about it. You can listen. Okay, and then we have, that just got weird quick. Then we have the Rare Beauty. This is the bronzing stick. This is Happy Soul. Okay, so these are the two products that we have. My foundation, brows, and a little bit of lip is on, because all we're going to do is talk about a little contour today. So one of the ways to get a very natural contour is to use a brush. So I am going to use this one from Morphe. You can grab this at Ulta, and this one says on it, Sculptor. Okay, so this is a sculpting brush. All right, so that's what we're going to do is sculpt. But I also do love using the brush set that I have from Amazon. Everything's linked, you guys. You can check this out, and it's a great set. And this is just... doesn't really say, it just has a number LO2 on it, but I love to use this, and we're going to use that in a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze out some of this, because to get the best contour result is to use, like, squeeze this one out, and we're going to use a brush for application, and we're just going to get it on the tip here. And you really want to pull your hair back for one, make sure it's out of your face, because you don't want a bunch of product in your hairline or your hair. If you have a rounder face, what you want to do with your contour is you want to kind of start here in the middle of your ear. Always is like a great spot that you can always count on that's going to be more hollow right through here. Okay, that's kind of where it sucks. This one kind of dips in a little bit more for me than this side, but it kind of dips in here. If your face is round, what you want to do is you want to cut that contour down to your lip. And that's going to really cut your face. It's not going to make it look as round. It's going to really give it a pretty shape. And then if you have a longer face, you want to cut from here and cut into your nose. That's really what you want to do. So if your face is longer, cut into your nose. If your face is rounder, cut into your lip. So we're going to start right here into the hollow part, and y'all can see that's a little bit heavy. So what I like to do with mine is I kind of transfer back and forth. So I'm going to start on this side, and we're going to go over here as well. I love to go back and forth. My face is a little bit more narrow, but it is a little bit on the rounder side. So I am going to end up cutting down to my lip. Then that's where it's hollow, and we're going to work on diffusing and melting that in together. And then right through here, like your temple area, you want to shrink the forehead. So you really want to sculpt and shrink up this area. So get really good around the halo part of the hairline. Always work on your jawline. Really sculpt out your jaw, because we're creating a shadow. Sculpt out your jaw and go underneath your ear right here and sculpt this out. And if you have a little bit more of like a jowl area, that is where this gets a little bit fuller and it's not as tight. So you can either go have surgery or you can give yourself surgery. So we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of that contour right here. Now we're gonna go back in and we're gonna start melting this in, blending this, and marrying them together. Those are the 3 words I love to always use. So melt, marry, blend, period. And then we're gonna just do that, and we will diffuse the product into the skin. Using the brush really helps create a soft blend. So just work with your brush. You don't want it too low. You want to just really work in this area. The reason I love this brush too is because it has a little bit of a dip here, so it helps you control a little bit more. Shrinks. Always have a cloth handy as well, so if you just want to give your brush a good wipe, just wipe it really well, kind of shape it back, and then you can continue on. It's going really great around edges of the product just to soften that up. I was saying soften. You can see how this is really blended well. I love using a liquid to contour with rather than a powder because it really allows the movement when you're melting the product into the skin. One thing that you can do if your brush is not giving you the smoothness that you desire, depending on your brush quality, go back in with a beauty blender around the edges of everything, and we just want to make sure that we're making everything really smooth and diffuse the product into the skin. Contouring wants to be left natural, not harsh, so no harsh lines. That is definitely something that you want to avoid. Now when you're working with the nose, the wider the center is light, is the wider your nose is going to be. So you can see right now my nose seems a little bit wider. I have no contour here. I want the illusion that it's just more snatched. Not necessarily that you may have a bigger nose, a smaller nose, or what have you. So if your nose is a little bit wider, and you don't love that, especially when your makeup's on, then make sure this part is a lot thinner. If you have a very thin nose, then you may love this wider, and that's totally fine. So what we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna use a brush. I don't need to squeeze any more out because you can see there's a lot left on here. Even though this is a little sponge tip, we still wanna use a brush because it has more movability and more power. So we're gonna just really take it here and guide the side of the nose, take it and follow the brow bone right into underneath the brow. We're gonna follow the nose bone, you guys. I don't know why I said brow bone, but we're gonna follow, because I was moving to my brow, the tip of the nose. Make sure the line is straight up into the lid, and this is gonna allow a really nice shape. Blending the contour first into the eyelid is very helpful, because then you can still go back with the same brush. You don't have to wipe it on a cloth and not waste any of your product. So I love kind of taking it right here into the lid and kind of using my eyelid as the cloth. And then it just creates a really soft shadow. Now we can continue that down and just work with the product. Again, remember the center allows your nose to look so much thinner. Do you see how much thinner my nose looks? I look like I just got chiseled at a plastic surgeon's office. So we just want to really snatch it. Now you can take the brush and softly diffuse the edge of that contour, because we don't want it to be harsh. We want it to look like a shadow. Always have a really good mirror in front of me so you can get a very good close-up. Now you want to do is you want to go ahead and get a bronzing powder. There are contour powders which are totally fine, but you really want to be careful that you're not putting the liquid contour and then a contour powder on top, and then it's too heavy and then it's going to appear muddy. So personally, I like to go in with more of a bronzing powder just to set, but also give the warmth. So what we want to do now is set the contour that we just did. So I do have one from Polite Society. It is a little bit warmer, so I can do one on either side and we can just see what we like. And then I have Fenty Beauty, the Warmth Bronzer, which is always my go-to and my favorite must-have in my makeup case for sure. Then I just go back in with a fluffier brush for this. And the first, we're going to go ahead and take the Fenty Warmth Bronzer. Their color is Shady Biz. And we're just going to press and set. The reason I like more of a fluffier brush is because I just feel like I get more area coverage, and that's what I need in this case. Oh, we want to go back in with the other one, don't we? Okay. It's really light. It's a blurring. This one is Palm Royal, but it's more of a blurring product. And just pat it in here. And I just still take this on the side of the nose, gently, and in the eyelids. If you feel a little out of control with a fluffier brush, of course, go in with something that's more controlled. There you have it for your Contouring 101. I hope that you found this super helpful. Drop in the comments how you feel about this and give this a test go before you have to do a full beat going to like a glam sesh. Before dinner, before that event. Do not go without testing this out first. My favorite time to play with makeup is at night because then I'm going to wash it off anyways. No biggie, and I don't feel like I really wasted it. It was just a little playtime. So anyways, have fun with it and master it for your face. All right, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you have not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, you guys. Definitely helps the growth of the channel as we're in like a new transition phase. Comment and like, and I will see you in the next upload. Love you, beauty.